Hi everyone, welcome back and warm welcome to my dear colleagues and respected faculty. So today I would like to present a topic and have a brief explanation on different types of analytics in supply chain, which is in the subject called as operation analytics. Fine. So without getting late, let's start with the topic. Moving forward into the introduction part, we will see what is supply chain analytics. Fine. So, supply chain analytics refers to the processes organization uses to gain insight and extract value from the large amount of data associated with the procurement, processing and distribution of goods. Fine. An important goal of choosing supply chain analytics software is to improve forecasting and efficiency and be more responsive to customer needs. Achieving end-to-end supply chain analytics requires bringing information together across the procurement of raw material and extends through the production, distribution and aftermarket services. This depends on effective integration between the many SCMs and supply chain execution platforms that make up a typical company supply chain. The goal of such integration is supply chain visibility, the ability to view data on goods at every step in supply chain. Fine. Now we will see what are the features of supply chain analytics. Supply chain analytics software usually includes most of the following features. First one is data visualization. The ability to slice and dice data from different angles to improve insights and understanding. Fine. Stream processing. Deriving insights from multiple data streams generated by, for example, the IoT applications, weather reports, and third-party data. Social media integration, using sentiments data from social feeds to improve demand planning. Natural language processing, extracting and organizing unstructured data buried in documents, news sources, and data feeds. Local intelligence, deriving insights from location data to understand and optimize distribution. Digital twins of the supply chain. In this, organizing data into a comprehensive model of supply chain that is shared across different types of users to improve productivity and perspective analytics. Graph database. Organizing information into linked elements that make it easier to find connections, identify patterns and improve traceability of products, suppliers and facilities. Now what is supply chain analytics software, which is basically used in the firms, most firms. Fine. So supply chain analytics software is generally available in two forms. Fine. One, it is embedded in supply chain software, and second one is some ERPs and SCM vendors. Fine. So first one is embedded in supply chain software, or is a separate dedicated business intelligence and analytics tool that has access to supply chain data. Most ERP vendors offer supply chain analytics features, as do vendors of specialized SCM software. Some IT consultancy develop software modules that can be customized and integrated into a company business process. So here basically the particular organization can demand for the SCM software on the particular module or on the particular process. Fine. So if any company working for the recruitment or the procurement process, they can ask for the SCM software, fine, with the specialized features of the same procurement and the hiring processes, fine, recruitment processes. So the second one is some ERP and SCM vendors have begun applying CEP to the platforms for real-time supply chain analytics. Okay, so now this is a different software altogether used by many organizations for better improvement and profitability of the company. Fine. Most ERP and SCM vendors have one-to-one integrations, but this is no standard. However, the supply chain operation references module provides standard matrices for comparing supply chain performance to industry benchmarks. Ideally, supply chain analytics software will be applied to the entire chain, but in practice, it is often focused on key operational subcomponents such as demand planning, manufacturing production, inventory management, or transport management. Fine. So depending on the core functions of the company, they can demand for the various SCM softwares. Fine. It is not needed that a firm should have each and every ERP modules in it. Fine. Manufacturing unit can demand for manufacture production. Okay. An HRM unit can and a recruitment process, recruitment organization can demand for HRM. Fine. How supply chain analytics works exactly? So let's see. Supply chain analytics brings together data from across different applications, infrastructure, third-party sources, and emerging technologies such as lot to improve decision making across strategic, tactical, and operational processes. Fine. That makes up supply chain management. Supply chain analytics helps synchronize supply chain planning and execution by improving real-time visibility into these processes and the impact on customers and the bottom line. Increased visibility can also increase flexibility in the supply chain network by helping decision makers to better evaluate trade-off between cost and customer service. The process of creating supply chain analytics typically starts with data scientists who understand a particular aspects of the business, such as factors that relate to the cash flow, inventory, waste, and service levels. These experts look for the potential correlation between different data elements to build a predictive model that optimizes the output of the supply chain. They test our variations until they have a robust model. Fine. Before going with any model, they will test each and every scenarios and each and every criteria of the SCM. Fine. Supply chain analytics models that reach a certain threshold of successes are deployed into production by data engineers with an eye towards scalability and performance. Data scientists, data engineers, and business users work together to refine the way their data analytics are presented and operationals in practices. Supply chain models are improved over the time by correlating the performance, okay, and analyzing the models in production within the business value they deliver. Now, what are the types of supply chain analytics? Fine, it is a basic topic actually. The common lens used to delineate the main types of the supply chain analytics is based on Gartner's model of the four capabilities of analytics. They are descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Now, let's see in detail what is descriptive. Supply chain analytics. It is basically an analytical part which uses dashboard and reports to help interpret what has happened in the past. Okay, it often involves using a variety of statistical models or methods to search through, summarize, and organize information about operations in the supply chain. This can be usually in answering questions like how have inventory levels changed over the last month, or what is the return of investment capital. Fine. Second one is the diagnostic. So diagnostic supply chain analytics are used to figure out why something happened or is not working as well it should be. For example, why are shipments being delayed or lost, or why is a company not or why is a company not achieving the same number of inventory turns as a competitor. So finding out the exact reason behind the delay or the processes or the errors is the part of the diagnostic supply chain analytics. Fine. Predictive supply chain analytics. Here it helps to foresee what is likely to happen in the future based on the current data. Fine. By looking at the past performance of the company or any organization or any competitor, we can see the demands of the particular product, fine, to be coming in the near future. Fine. So, for example, how will new trade regulations or a pandemic lockdown affect the availability and the cost of the raw materials of the good? Fine. So, it's recent example taken into consideration. Fourth one and the last one is the prescriptive supply chain analytics. It helps to prescribe or automate the best course of action using optimization or embedded decisions logic. This can help improve decisions about when to launch a product, fine, whether or not to build a factory, or the best shipment strategy for each retail location. Okay, so it will give a best decision ever which is most profitable to the organization. Another way of breaking down types of the supply chain analytics is by their forms and functions. Fine. Advisory form supply chain insights. For example, break down the types of supply chain analytics into following functions. Further, we will segregate the supply chain insights or supply chain analytics into following five subcategories. First one is workflow, second one is decision support, third one is collaboration, fourth one is unstructured text mining, and fifth one is structured data management. In this model, the different types of analytics feed into each other as a part of end-to-end ongoing processes for improving supply chain management. Now let's take an example of the same. A company could use unstructured text mining to turn raw data from contracts, social media feeds, and news reports into structured data that is relevant to the supply chain. This improved, more structured data could then help automate and improve workflows such as procedure to pay processes. Procure to pay processes. The data is digitized workflows is much easier to capture than data from manual workflows, thus increasing the data available for decision support systems. Better decision support could in turn enhance collaboration. Different departments like procurement and warehouse management of between supply chain partners. Now, what are the uses of supply chain analytics? Sales and operations planning use supply chain analytics to match a manufacturer's supply with demand by generating plans that align daily operations with corporate strategy. Supply chain analytics is also used to do the following, which are mentioned below. Fine. It is used to improve risk management by identifying known risks and predicting future risks based on patterns and trends throughout the supply chain. It helps in increasing planning accuracy by analyzing customer data to identify factors that increase or decrease demand. It helps by improving order management by consolidating data sources to access inventory levels, predict demand, and identify fulfillment issues. Streamline procurement by organizing and analyzing spending across departments to improve contract negotiations and identify opportunities for discounts or alternative sources. Increase working capital by improving models for determining the inventory levels required to ensure service goals with minimal capital investment. So these are the uses. Fine. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy the particular presentation. I will catch you in next session. Fine. So till then, take care. Bye.